Broadcasting more than 2,000 games live and archived in 15 sports in over 10 counties in western Pennsylvania, as well as being the exclusive home for all the WPIHL playoffs and championships for nearly 2 decades. Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the MSA Sports Network.
Welcome to coverage of the 2017 PIHL High School Hockey Playoffs here on the Management Science Associates Sports Network. The Penguins Cup Playoffs at MSAsports.net are sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by J&J Distributing, by the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena, by First Commonwealth Bank, by Progress, by Chatham University, by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, and by Management Science Associates. It's the scholastic version of the Frozen Final Four. Day 1 of 3. The PIHL Penguins Cup Semifinals. It's a Class 1A clash between the defending champion Franklin Regional Panthers and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Along with Kyle Dawson and videographer Chris Lackner, I'm Don Rebel. We welcome you to our exclusive coverage of the PIHL Penguins Cup High School Hockey Playoffs. Tonight's the first of 3 nights, not only the semifinals, but coming to you from the RMU Sports Complex on Neville Island, home of the Robert Morris Colonials. Well, Franklin Regional, no surprise, they are back. They were the top team in 1A, absolutely dominant regular season, 17-1. Goals for 126. Goals allowed 17. And after a first round bye, they continued their winning ways, Kyle, in the PIHL Penguins Cup quarterfinals with a one-sided victory over a pretty good Westmont Hilltop team.
Yeah, and this Franklin Regional team, there's really only one stat you need to describe how dominant they've been. And you mentioned it there, the 126 goals for, 17 goals against. It helps to have a really good goaltender in Daniel Soltez, who's given up 16 of those goals, has 8 shutouts in the regular season, add a 9th to his ledger there. And the playoff victory for Franklin Regional, this team's been really good all season long, and no surprise, after winning a championship last year, they're back right in the saddle on the Frozen Four.
18-1 coming into tonight against Thomas Jefferson, a record of 14-6, the number 5 seed technically in these 1A playoffs, but they were a team that was in the hunt for the West Division title all the way through. A shocking loss to South Park in the regular season finale sent them spiraling down in a tight West chase down to the number 3 team out of the West, but they have proven themselves in the playoffs. A impressive victory over Freeport in round 1 by a score of 8-2, and then a thriller, the longest game of the year thus far in the quarterfinals, a 5-4 victory over South Fayette, triple overtime.
Yeah, Joey Oliver, the hero in that game for Thomas Jefferson. They come in with a little momentum. You mentioned we're in kind of a dogfight for that West Division title and only come up 2 points shy of that, so played a pretty good South Fayette team last round, and you get a triple overtime victory. It has to be nice coming into this game against a really good Franklin Regional team, like their chances. Thomas Jefferson's got to do some things offensively. You have to do some things defensively too, because it's a Franklin team, as we mentioned already, that not only can score but can defend the puck really well, and they've got a really good goaltender between the pipes. to try and keep Thomas Jefferson out of the net. Not too many big-time scores for this Thomas Jefferson team besides Matthew Krieger and Daniel Harold, both scoring over 20 goals on the season so far. But those are the two guys. If Franklin can find a way to shut them down, should be a win for Franklin tonight.
Yeah, the East Franklin Regional Crews, they won by 4 points over Indiana. The West, though, was tight. I mentioned Thomas Jefferson. They had spent some time in first place in the West Division. Ended up tied for second, a three-way tie, but fell down to third slot. Baldwin with 26 points, South Fayette with 24, Thomas Jefferson with 24, and Chartiers Valley with 24 only. Thomas Jefferson remains. All right, we'll take a break. When we return, high school hockey semifinal action, TJ and Franklin Regional and MSA Sports.
American flag and the stars and stripes, and our men and women.
Chatham University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is located on a stunning campus in the middle of a city of 70,000 college students. We offer challenging academics with over 40 majors, superb career preparation, and over 60 clubs and organizations. From the Literary Magazine and Drama Club to the League of Student Voters and pre-professional organizations. We also offer 16 Division III men's and women's sports, including men's ice hockey, starting in fall of 2017. For more information, visit chatham.edu/explore. Own your piece of hockey history with a Penguins game used jersey. Visit J&J Distributing at www.jjdistributing.biz and check out one of their largest selections of Penguins game-worn jerseys from your favorite Pens, past and present. Or call 724-752-1556. J&J Distributing buys, sells, and trades some of hockey's most prized possessions, including the Penguins game-worn jerseys, Penguins practice jerseys, minor league jerseys, and new and game-used equipment. Browse their inventory today at www.jjdistributing.biz.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
Once again, the site to go to for PIHL high school hockey is the MSA Sports Network. Not only can you listen to audio broadcasts online at msasports.net, but once again this year, MSA Sports will video stream 25 live and archived high school hockey games during the regular season, powered by the PIHL, Tribune Review, and Chatham University. Plus, MSA Sports has exclusive broadcast of the Penguins Cup playoffs. Your home for the PIHL is the MSA Sports Network.
Don Rebel, Kyle Dawson, Chris Lackner here at the RMU Sports Complex. First of 8 semifinal games over the next 3 days, Mother Nature permitting. 6 of the 8 here at the RMU Sports Complex. The Division II semifinals are scheduled for tomorrow at 7 and 9 at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmerville. We'll have those audio only at msasports.net. Kyle, quickly, our two starting netminders for this evening's game.
For Franklin, it'll be Daniel Soltez. We've mentioned him. 18 games played in the season. He's 17-1, and it's been awesome in net, only giving up 16 goals. For Thomas Jefferson, Mitchell Chontos, he's 12-5 on the season with 62 goals allowed.
Cameron Huffman plays it into the Thomas Jefferson zone. To the point, left point, Ethan Yo. He dumps it into the corner. Behind the net, Franklin Regional. They play catch with it. Now it's poked along the near boards. Thomas Jefferson on the chase, and Matthew Krieger the first one to get there. Krieger into the Franklin Regional zone, down the right wing side, whistles one wide to the far post. It comes all the way back to the neutral zone, and here comes Franklin Regional on a 2-on-2 around one man in on goal, and just poking it wide was Jamie Morrow. TJ dumps it deep. If it goes wide, it'll be icing, and it does, so the face-off back in the Thomas Jefferson zone. Franklin Regional, their very first PIHL Penguin Cup High School Hockey Championship a year ago. Almost played Thomas Jefferson at this point last year in the semis, but Thomas Jefferson lost 6-1 to Bishop McCord in the quarterfinals. Shot from the far side, right face-off circle, it goes in. Nick Coretta for Franklin Regional, and the Panthers strike quickly and suddenly, I may add.
Less than a minute in for Franklin Regional. Talk about a quick start. This team, a team that scores a ton of goals and has done that all season long, and the quick strike offense gets them up early in the semifinal.
Not what the Jaguars wanted. Fall behind early.
Goal scored by number 26, Nick Coretta.
It is Coretta the goal.
With assist to number 68, Ulrich Varag.
And an assist to Ulrich Varag. In front, another shot on goal, and a good save is made by Contos for Thomas Jefferson. Golden opportunity to add was Nick Coretta. Now here comes Thomas Jefferson back. Little dump pass by Dom Tambury. Got caught in his teammate's skates. Comes to the near corner of the Franklin Regional Zone. Jaguars digging for it. Can't get it. And it is Nick Coretta who's having himself quite a start to this one. Comes down the left wing side. Puck poke check off of his stick. Good defensive play there by TJ's PJ Honko. Now Krieger down the right wing side. Drop pass to nobody. Picked off, and the Panthers come the other way, and they come with speed. It's Kacanik's shot from just crossing the blue line. Mitch Jontos makes the save, and he holds on. Face off to his right. TJ, black tops, white numerals, yellow gold trim. Franklin Regional, the white tops, navy blue uniform, shot from the high slot, blocked down. Another shot never got to the net. This one by the Panthers' Gavin Fusting. Fusting has it along the far boards. Tried to backhand it over to the left point, broken up and nearly stolen by Oliver. Pokes it ahead to the Franklin Regional Zone. And the Panthers turned it over. With it for a moment, Brendan Krause, then he lost the edge of his skate. Now TJ gets it back with Matt Krieger in his own zone. Krieger skates in deep, avoids a couple of hits at center red, and may have been held up. Our first penalty is forthcoming, might be against the Panthers. Nice job by Krieger to force the issue and force the penalty. Oh, hook call against the Panthers' Justin Carter.
Now you see if Thomas Jefferson can take advantage of the man advantage and try and tie this game up still early.
14:26 to go, first period, 1-0 Franklin Regional.
Penalty number 15, Justin Carter. 2 minutes
Harold in his own zone for Thomas Jefferson, surveys the situation and slides it along the boards in the Franklin Regional Zone. Panthers get it to the middle of the ice where two players are standing there, but they still can't clear. Kept in by Thomas Jefferson once, but not twice. TJ's got to come back out. The layoff side coming up, and Franklin Regional able to clear. Harold for Thomas Jefferson. Carries it to the blue line. Harold is now an offside call. I think just ahead on the play was Brendan Krause. One too many dekes from Harold threw him off. So face off outside the Franklin Regional blue line. Minute 22. Left in the power play for TJ. Along the near boards. Harold had it, then lost it. Good forecheck on the penalty kill by guess who? Nick Coretta. He's everywhere. Krieger into the Franklin Regional Zone. His pass broken up by Kyle.
Nick Coretta.
Very good.
Still everywhere.
Harold for TJ. Long shot from the right wing, or the right point. Easy save by Soltez, and he knocks it down and holds on. Face-off will be to his left. Some changes to the Jags power play. Krieger comes off late, but the official says no. Come back out, young man. Then Krieger goes right to the faceoff circle and takes the faceoff. Did Bilski keep it in? He did. No, he did not. Delay offside against Thomas Jefferson. Panthers play catch to kill time in their own zone and finally clear it up. Morrow down the left wing side, shorthanded. His shot hit the leg of Bilski and goes wide. TJ now hemmed in their own zone. Good forecheck by Morrow. In front, backhander, and a save is made by Contos. Now Oliver with 17 seconds left on the man advantage for TJ. Skates in, right wing side, bad angle shot. Save is made. Rebound, big blast, and another save. Bouncing puck in front, and another save by Soltesz as the puck deflects up. 3 golden opportunities for Hayden Hintemeyer for the Jaguars, but Soltesz strong to the test.
A good blocker save on the initial rebound opportunity. Got a little bit of time to get over in the crease over there and got the blocker up in time, and a strong slap shot by Hintemeyer coming down the left circle.
Face off to Soltesz's left. Won by Franklin Regional, but Oliver gets it behind the net for TJ. Throws it in front, unable to get his stick down is Kevin Kett. Behind the net, power play is over. TJ 0 for 1. And here comes Franklin Regional. They come down. It's a 3-on-2, but unable to make a play. Coming down the slot area was Cameron Huffman. Puck was bouncing on him. And TJ able to clear. Now Kett with some pressure, almost a steal off the stick of Franklin Regional's Joe Grieco. Panthers, though, come back. And they do so quickly. Huffman has a poke checked off his stick. Turnover, high slot, shot, blocked. Another shot, blocked. Turnaround shot, that got to the net. Contos' save, another shot blocked. 3 opportunities for Franklin Regional's Aldrich Virag. Never got to the net. A lot of that worked by Bilski.
Yeah, all three blocks by Bilski with the skate and then the arm on a wide open cage left side as puck comes down for icing.
The Jaguars captain leading by example, say this is how you do it in playoff hockey, right?
Getting a couple big-time blocks. There was one rebound opportunity there out of the center of the slot that came out and had a wide-open cage. Contos wasn't anywhere near the left side of the cage facing from our end, and his blocker side shot wide, but because of it, it was Bilski that was in the lane.
Face off to the right of Contos. Franklin Regional buzzing around a bouncing puck. Comes to the left point. Floated to the net, knocked down by Thomas Jefferson. Off the stick of Ethan Yohe. Now Yohe plays it back in the TJ zone after he'd come to mid-ice. And Franklin Regional has a bad angle shot delivered by Cam Huffman. Save is made. Rebound comes to the left point and a rifle through traffic by Ethan Yohe. Contos had to be tough there to make the save. Not sure he saw that all the way either. Jaguars cannot clear. Here comes Franklin Regional. Unable to steer the puck around a man. Jamie Morrow lost it. TJ gets it. Trailing 1-0, 10:45 left first period. In his own zone for the Jags, Dan Harold. Had a pair of goals in the opening round victory over Freeport. Harold got around one man, got around another man, and a good wrist shot from the left faceoff circle and a better glove save by Soltesz, who holds on. I didn't think he got around the second man, but he did and got a good scoring opportunity.
Better glove, though, and as you mentioned, Soltesz has just been awesome all year. 208 saves, has only given up 16 goals. That's regular season stats, but had a 9 shutout in the playoffs against Westmont Hilltop.
TJ wins the faceoff. Left point, John Piscatelli's shot went wide. And here comes Nicoretta. Around one man. Can't get to the puck. Piscatelli, they're the first one to get it for TJ. And up to Harold. He comes on a 2-on-2. Harold takes a shot himself as he crosses the blue line. It's sticked away by Soltesz over the glass and out of play. One nothing in favor of Franklin Regional. Nearly 7 minutes into this semifinal contest. And here come the Panthers out of their own zone. Kakanik with a burst of speed, got around one man, shoveled the puck ahead to try to get around another, but Contos was able to steer that puck away from him. TJ clears out. Carter. Now a turnover. Piscatelli dumps it in deep for TJ and did not gain center red, thus an icing call against the Jaguars. Face off to the left with Contos. In a 1-0 Franklin Regional game. Taking it right to the net off the face-off. Win was Morrow, almost stuffed that past Contos. Center point shot high, easy blocker glove save by Contos on Sleva. Along the near boards, big hit. 2 Jaguars taking out Joe Grieco. Jags again dump it in deep. Not far enough for an icing though. Panthers play it out of their own zone. They'll turn it over at center red. Krause dumps it in deep for Thomas Jefferson. Back to get it for the Panthers is Grieco. Grieco, long pass to center red. Deflected in by Huffman, so there would be no icing. In the TJ zone, a lot of bodies. Franklin Regional with the theft. Thrown in front, deflected just wide by Morrow. Great pass by Sleva from the near corner. Rossi now pokes it ahead for Thomas Jefferson. Franklin Regional's Ethan Yohe plays it around the boards. And dumped on a mispass. Long for Franklin Regional. Was waiting for an icing call, none forthcoming. Panthers coming late on the attack, but a misfire on the pass comes back to center red and beyond. Oliver on the chase. Well, if he gets that puck, he's home free. In the Franklin Regional zone. Harold with it. Goes all the way around. Now he looked like he was trying a turning shot from the right faceoff circle. Blocked on, and here comes Franklin Regional back. Quick shot from a bad angle by Virag. Stopped by Contos. He had no idea where the puck was. It went way up in the rafters area. Now turning shot by Virag. Good strong shift by Aldrich Virag for Franklin Regional. 2 great scoring opportunities. He cannot connect. Krieger out of his own zone. Tries a long pass for Oliver. Deflected ahead. Oliver and Harold on the chase for TJ. Oliver had it. Tried to give it back to Harold, who was coming into the slot area, but he misfired on the pass. Puck dumped deep, and it's an icing call against Franklin Regional with 7:27 left first period, 1-0 Panthers. Franklin Regional trying to become the first Class A team to win back-to-back Penguin Cups, not named Quaker Valley or Mars, since Sarah Catholic did it in the early part of the century, 01-02. Actually won 3 straight, including 2000. Here come the Panthers, backhanded into the zone. Gavin Fusting. TJ has it. Krause clears out. Things have settled down a bit since some early pressure by really both teams. Franklin Regional converting. The Coretta on the goal. Dumped in deep. Now this is taking on more of a start of the game type feel. A little feeling out process almost. TJ keeps it in deep in the Franklin Regional zone. On the chase is Rimsky, and he is going to pick up a penalty. Check from behind, trying to get to that loose puck, I believe. And Franklin Regional is going to have their first man advantage. Some sustained pressure by TJ. And now the Panthers will go on the man advantage. Unlike the NHL, power play, you don't automatically get the face-off in the other team's zone. So face-off outside the Franklin Regional zone, where the Panthers will slowly begin the man advantage. Huffman Misfired on a pass. Joey Oliver able to kill some time. Now here comes Varag down the right wing side. Hits the break, surveys, throws it in front, man there. Was poke checked off the stick of Coretta. Coretta has it now on the far boards. Center point goes to Rafferty. Through traffic shot save. Rebound, not sure if that was poked wide by Varag or if Contos got a piece of it. Good sustained pressure. Morrow now goes behind the TJ net. Coretta. Quick shot by Varag. Goes wide. Center point, Rafferty to Varag on the far side. Varag back to Rafferty. Blast one, deflected. Save is made by Contos. Varag tracks it down the far corner. 55 to go, man advantage. Now left point. Cameron Huffman to Rafferty. Right side, Varag throws. Tried to throw it in front to coming late from the left point. Cam Huffman, but it hit his stick and deflects over the glass and out of play. A frustrated Jamie Morrow slams the stick against the glass. And that irritated the Thomas Jefferson fan base.
Oh, did it ever.
46 to go, face off to the right of Contos.
High school hockey fans are colorful. I like them.
Big blast from the far side by Yowie goes sailing wide. Rafferty, near side Morrow. Morrow's shot blocked down by Conto. That was PJ Chonko, excuse me. Got that knocked down, and TJ able to then clear. Rafferty has to go back deep in his own zone. Comes all the way up, dumps it behind the net. First man to touch, Krause for TJ, then he lost it, but the Jaguars do get it and clear out. And Franklin Regional, like Thomas Jefferson, will go 0 for 1 with the man advantage. As we close in on 4 minutes remaining, first period, 1-0 Franklin Regional. Steele, Tambury. Well, he tried to go the left wing side to Hintmeyer, who would have came in free, but pass broken up. Hintmeyer has it now. Into the Franklin Regional zone. Hintmeyer fires and a hit escape and goes wide. That escape belonged to Ethan Yowie, who has the puck. Goes behind the net, Coretta. Coretta knocked down as he neared the blue line. Tried to push it up to Virag. Virag pushes it into the zone. Now left point shot way wide by Yowie. Jaguars hemmed into their own zone, trying to clear out. Bouncing puck. Finally picked up by Krieger. He turns and goes backwards in his own zone. Connects with Piscatelli, but he misfires on a pass to Oliver. It does come to Harold, though. Harold fakes the blast and then wrists one off the stick of Yowie out of play with 3:17 to go, first period. Mentioned Quaker Valley and Mars. Quaker Valley winning 3 straight titles, 12, 13, and 14 in Class 1A. Mars, the 3 before that, 10, 11, and 12. Sarah, 2000, 2001, 2002. These are all three-peats. Bishop McCourt won 4 in a row, 95 or 94 to 97. And Greensburg Central Catholic, the only other team to repeat in 1A. TJ's Tambury, nice defensive play, comes and strips the puck away from Morrow. But Franklin Regional wastes a little time getting the puck back into the Thomas Jefferson zone. Morrow, first to touch. Dancing with it, avoids 3 black jerseys. Morrow has it. Now he loses it. And the Jaguars will come out of their own zone with Tambury. Gains center red, dumps it in deep, and the Jags will go for a line change. 2:25 left first period, 1-0 Franklin Regional. Early goal in this one. Justin Carter lost it for the Panthers, gets it back, can't dump it in deep in the TJ zone, and now Rossi has it for the Jaguars. He dumps it in, played by goaltender Dan Soltez, and Panthers could not clear. McGurk kept it in at least for a moment. Now again, Johnny Rimsky, a couple guys getting some playing time that we haven't seen a lot of. Good forechecking for Thomas Jefferson, but Franklin Regional comes back. Long shot by Kakenak, stopped by Contos. And here come the Jaguars. Play opens up a little bit. Flying down the left side, Krieger hits the brakes, waits, and hits his shot, hit a skate. Tough to find a shooting lane thus far in this one for both teams. Poked ahead by Krieger. Turnover by Franklin Regional. Bilski, he gives it right back to Carter. Justin Carter lobs it to the net. Varig was flying in. Varig then almost tried to bank it off Contos, but his puck came all the way to the right point. Now along the near boards, Franklin Regional. Varig steers it behind the net. Bilski overskates for Thomas Jefferson. Good work there by Carter to poke it away from him. Now again in the far corner, it's tied up. Varig kicks at it, knocks it down, but Krieger, I'm not sure how much he has left. Comes into the Franklin Regional zone, 1-on-3, goes wide, looking for help. Goes around the net. Krieger still with the puck. Krieger still has it. Hits the brakes, avoids one man, throws it softly back behind the cage. Now they try to go back in front to Krieger, but he was out of gas. Half minute left. Krause in his own zone. Gets it up to Hintemeyer, who dumps it in deep. Panthers in their own zone, skate out with 10 seconds left. Maybe one last chance. Coretta, who has had a strong first period, avoids a check, digging for the puck along the near boards in the Thomas Jefferson zone. As the horn sounds, a little pushing, a little shoving, a little exchange of holiday recipes, and then they skate away. End of one. It's the Franklin Regional Panthers 1, the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars nothing. It's the PIHL Penguin Cup Semifinals here on the MSA Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after-school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
Along with Kyle Dawson, I'm Don Rebel. Chris Lackner doing the real hard work on video. We get ready for the second period, 1-0. Franklin Regional, an early goal in this one. And the puck played into the Franklin Regional zone. Panthers' Ethan Yohe tries to chip it out, and he finally does. Krieger gets it for Thomas Jefferson. Across the ice to Oliver. Still thrown in deep. Krieger on the chase. First to touch. Rafferty takes a big hit from Krieger. Krieger held him up, though. That was nice sportsmanship. turnover. Look out. TJ Oliver tried to play it back to Krieger, who really wasn't expecting a pass and never got to him anyway. Franklin Regional now on the dump. TJ able to get it out. Tambori ties it up on the near boards along with Rafferty. And puck played back into the neutral zone. Quickly back into the Franklin Regional zone by way of John Piscatelli. And now look out. Here comes Morrow. 3-on-2 for Franklin Regional's pass just a tad behind Matt Sleva. And the Jaguars on the counterattack. 2-on-2. Hinnemeyer down the left wing side fires, and a good save by Soltez. All the way behind and cleared out by Franklin Regional. Brandon Kaib out of his own zone. Turning Johnny Rimsky. Throws it behind the Franklin Regional net. Fanning on the clear was Joe Grieco for the Panthers. But there to pick it up is Justin Carter to help out his teammate. And the Panthers get it out. So a whole lot of dump and chase right now for the Jaguars. The Franklin Regional doing a nice job getting that puck out of their own zone, not getting bogged down or turning it over. Another dump in by the Jaguars. That seems to be the feeling right now. There's a shot by TJ's Johnny Rimsky from the near boards that is sticked aside by Soltez. Puck played all the way back in the TJ zone. Contos covers up. Kyle, it seems that the feeling of Bill Krause and the Jaguars coaching brass is probably not going to be able to do a whole lot of tic-tac-toe to get it into the Franklin Regional zone, so let's just dump and chase.
Well, no, and they haven't had a lot of scoring lanes or shooting lanes to shoot from offensively. Just the shots 13-5 in the first period for Franklin. It seemed more back and forth towards the end, but not a lot has been there either way, really, for the back half of the first period and now the first part of this one.
Aldrich Virag pokes it toward the net. It's pinned to the side of the cage by Contos. Face off to the left of the TJ netminder. Won by Franklin Regional. They're able to keep it in, dump it in deep. Jason Haynes behind the net. PJ Chonko gets it to Krause. He can't clear. Nice job coming in is Virag. He's tried to stuff it in, and Contos says no. Aldrich Virag has also had a strong game here. Virag again with the pressure. Now it's poked. Virag says it went in. The official says no. Both Virag and Nick Coretta got shots at it. The sticks went up for Franklin Regional. They thought it was in, but official says no. Contos kept it out. Aldrich Virag wants to argue his point.
I think he got cut up in the equipment in the pad of Contos as he sat in the butterfly down there on the line.
I think he was pointing up to Chris Lackner hoping to get a video replay confirmation. Now there's an explanation for Brian Kurtz, Franklin Regional coach, as to why that was not a goal. A turning shot and a good one by Morrow. Better save by Contos, who had good position. And Thomas Jefferson clears out. Now a shot toward the cage, knocked down by Soltez. May have been going wide, and then he played the puck instead of trying to cover up, or it might have just rolled away from him. Maybe he did want to cover it up. Puck up to Morrow. Morrow comes down 2-on-1 down the right wing side. His pass broken up. Another pass deflected late by Cam Huffman and stopped by Contos. The first pass to Huffman was broken up. It came right back to Morrow. Got it to Huffman again, and by that point, Huffman was right on Contos. All he could do was try to deflect it. And he got a piece of it, but Contos the save. Face-off win by Franklin Regional. Top of the left face-off circle. Shot by Kevin Kakenak goes sailing wide. Pursuit by Fusting. Can't get it. Now he does have it behind the net. Little give and go with Kakenak. Kakenak loses it. And the Jaguars come up, poking it ahead. Jared Rossi. Rossi on the chase. Ethan Yohe plays it clean, though. And it's kicked up into the Thomas Jefferson zone by Franklin Regional's Gavin Fusting. 12:40 left, turnover. Here comes Rimsky down the left wing side. Boy, it looked like he had some net to shoot at, but he instead tried to come to the man down the slot. That was Matt Krieger, and it was broken up. Now counterattack shot up high, knocked aside by Contos on Kakenak. Puck sitting on the doorstep there, but finally knocking away is TJ's Brandon Kibe. Back to the neutral zone. Franklin Regional dumps it in deep as we near 12 minutes left second period. Still early goal by Nick Coretta standing up for Franklin Regional as they lead 1-0. Aldridge Varag gets a shot there, gets it to Coretta in the slot. High slot shot. Contos made the save on. Panthers clear it out, and again it's Varag trying to poke it ahead to Coretta. Coretta is going to be the first to touch it in the far corner. Double team, still comes out of the pack with it. Varag in front, look out here. Dangerous, but it's taken away by Thomas Jefferson. They can't clear. Varag has it. High slot, Varag fires, and it hit a body. Now turning shot, and the save is made. Coretta with the turning shot. Coretta and Varag dominating right now. But so is Mitch Contos. Puck dumped in deep, played by Franklin Regional in their own zone. Losing the edge on his skate momentarily, Joe Grieco, but he gets up, gets it to Varag, back in the TJ zone. Goes right side, Coretta. Double team, knocked the puck off. Varag gets it and he scores. Coretta wanted to shoot that coming down the right wing side. He was double teamed, puck off his skate, or off his stick toward the net. And before Contos could grab it, it was Aldridge Varag skating across from left to right who picked it up and found a hole to beat Contos and make it 2-0 Franklin Regional. And that was well earned, well deserved. Coretta and Varag were dominating on that shift.
Regional goal scored by number 68, Aldridge Varag.
Varag.
26, Nick Coretta. And number 22, Joseph Grieco.
Grieco will get an assist as well.
Remaining in the second period. Varag from Coretta and Grieco at 11.
There's a shot that hit a skate on goal. Good save by Contos. He had to be alert. As Sleeva's shot hit a defenseman's skate. Now the net comes off its moorings in the TJ zone. TJ's Rimsky throws it in deep in the Franklin Regional zone along the near boards. Fusting able to get it out to Kakenak. He misfires on a pass back into the Franklin Regional zone. Grieco hemmed up, puck in the corner. Panthers come up with it. That's one of the things that makes this Franklin Regional team so good. They always win those battles on the boards. Lots of reasons why they've been so good, but that's one of them. Little things. Jaguars and a misfire on a pass would work for Rimsky. They'll go for a line change. Puck behind the Franklin Regional net, at least for a moment. Now it comes back to center red. Krieger digging for it. As is Kakenak. Kakenak wins it and throws it behind the Thomas Jefferson net. As the Panthers go to line change, I almost said Montour. Same color scheme as Thomas Jefferson, plus Montour coming up. versus Indiana in the other Class 1A semifinal game here later tonight on MSA and at RMU. Under 9 minutes left, second period. 2-0 now, Franklin Regional. Panthers left point. Big blast on goal and a good save by Contos. Ethan Yohe wound up and somehow got it through traffic. But Contos makes the save. Face off to the right of the Thomas Jefferson netminder. With TJ down 2-0. Hintermeyer hit the blue line, had two guys coming down the middle, but his momentum as he hit the brakes, the puck came outside the blue line, and thus that play blew up. And the Panthers turn it over. Here come the Jaguars looking for their first goal. A pass in front, trying to get it to Dom Tamburi, was broken up. Hintermeyer with a good effort there. Tamburi trying to chip it ahead to Hintermeyer. Here comes Kevin Kett down the left wing side. Kett tried to go to his backhand. Good defensive play there by Ethan Yohe to stand him up. Never got a shot off. Back to his own blue line. Krause turns and puts it right on the stick of Franklin Regional's Nick Coretta. Look out. Coretta down the left wing side. Hits the brakes. Virag is open in front. Has it and he scores. He knocked down the pass from Coretta. Contos thought he was going to go to his left. Instead, he reached back to his right. Lots of open net. And Aldridge Virag gives Franklin Regional a 3-0 lead.
Virag continues to light up the score sheet himself. It's 3 points for him, and assuming that Coretta gets an assist here, I don't think it ever hit another stick.
Nope.
Would be point number 3 for him too, because he got a primary assist on the last Virag goal. Forces TJ to call a timeout.
We'll take a timeout as well. 7:42 left, second period. Franklin Regional 3, Thomas Jefferson nothing. It's the PIHL Penguins Cup playoffs here on the MSA Sports Network.
This is Josh Roundtree from the PIHL Power Play Show at MSASports.net. Along with Kevin Zolmansky, we plan to bring you the best high school hockey talk in Western PA this season. We'll cover every classification: AAA, AA, Single A, and D2.
All right, D2, Gordon Bombay, Charlie Conway,
wait.
the Bash Brothers,
Kevin.
Wolf the Dennis Stenson, the Flying V.
No, Kevin, it's Division 2.
It's Knuckle Puck time?
All right, it's Knuckle Puck time. It's the PIHL Power Play Show, sponsored by Chatham University, every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at MSASports.net. Be sure to follow the MSA Sports Network on social media this season for the most up-to-date scores, pictures, videos, breaking news, and links to our articles. You can find the MSA Sports Network on Twitter and Instagram under the handle MSA Sports and at Facebook.com/MSA Sports. The MSA Sports Network is also on YouTube under the handle MSA Sports WPIAL, where you can watch hundreds of interviews with local student athletes, full games, highlights, and more. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or our websites, MSA Sports is the place to go for high school sports in Western Pennsylvania.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, first in turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, first in turf.
Don Rebel, Kyle Dawson, Chris Lackner back at the RMU Sports Complex. First of 8 PIHL semifinal games. 6 of them here at the RMU Sports Complex on Neville Island. And top seed and defending champ Franklin Regional enjoying a 3-0 lead here in the second period. Long shot by Thomas Jefferson's Dan Harold from outside the blue line. Stopped easily by Soltez, and he'll hold on for a faceoff. Nick Coretta, Aldridge, Vierig, the goal scorers. They are having themselves, and helpers on each. They're having themselves a marvelous evening. Krause, after the TJ faceoff win, left point. Oh, and he just made a marvelous play to break up the long pass from Coretta to Vierig after his shot was blocked down from the right point. And Vierig would have been home free. Here comes Vierig down the right wing side. Big blast hits the stick of Krause and goes wide. Well, that line is dominating right now for Franklin Regional every time they're on the ice. Dumped in, comes to the TJ net. Contos has to steer it wide. Panthers, or TJ connects with a Ket pass, or long pass to Ket. Shot stopped by Soltesz. Trying to poke at it as he crossed by Dom Tamburi. And Soltesz took exception to that. Face-off will be to the Franklin Regional netminders right. (16-0-0) before they lost to Indiana late in the season. Won their final regular season game and then their first playoff game. 18-1. And a penalty coming up. Big hit along the boards. An elbow call against Franklin Regional. Joe Grieco headed off. Second power play for Thomas Jefferson. Face-off will be to Soltesz's left. And this is a big one for TJ to try to get back in this one. Puck loose in front, shot save, rebound score! Soltesz made the first save, but the puck squirted free and hammered home seconds into the power play by Hayden Hintemeyer. And indeed, the Jaguars come to life as they now trail 3-1.
That's a big one. If you were going to get back into it, of course it goes without saying you need the first one, but to get it just seconds into a power play, good rebound opportunity, and a better finish home. Now you go if you're Thomas Jefferson.
The Thomas Jefferson goal, scored by number 21, Hayden Hintemeyer.
Long shot by Harold, save is made. Rebound, and another save is made on Joey Oliver's long shot. Tamburi got the loose puck of their shot from the right point was knocked down, and he is the one that got the good hard shot on Soltesz, who made the right pad save, but then the rebound squirted loose. Came to Hintemeyer, who was able to bury it. And it's 3-1. Morrow down the right wing side for Franklin Regional. Try to force the issue to Vierig, and it's broken up. And here come the Jaguars. Ket, 1-on-3, knocked off the puck. And the Franklin Regional in their counterattack. Rafferty knocks it in deep. Piscatelli for Thomas Jefferson. Gets it up to Hintemeyer. His pass misfires and goes all the way into the Franklin Regional zone. There, Grieco has it and gets it to Coretta. Coretta at center red, held up, trying to control the puck. Two Jaguars poking at it. And Hintemeyer able to push it back to teammate Brendan Krause, who throws, I think was supposed to be a pass that missed. He was from his own blue line, so an icing call against the Jaguars, 4:43 left. Franklin Regional leading by 2 here in period number 2. Face-off win by Thomas Jefferson all the way around the boards and cleared out by Jared Rossi. Now behind the Franklin Regional net, they throw it behind the net Off the netminder and in. A little bank shot behind the net. I think it was Mason McGurk. Just sort of floated it off of the back of Dan Soltesz, and we have ourselves a game. Face-off one, Morrow quickly into the Thomas Jefferson zone. Poke checked away. Here comes Krieger for Thomas Jefferson, 1-2. Krieger fires, good shot, and the save by Soltesz. Krieger has it again. Goes to the right point. Krause throws it through traffic, hit a body, deflects wide. Now Morrow for Franklin Regional whistles one wide. Who was the assist to? Rimsky. Krieger with the shot for Thomas Jefferson. Good shift by Matt Krieger. Up high, Soltesz makes the save and holds on. Hey, just an innocent play. McGurk took it behind. He wasn't challenged. Looked like he was going to go behind from the left wing side, come out the right wing side, and he just maybe spotted something with Soltesz where he saw some room between the pipe and his back, and he just floated it, reached back and floated it off of McGurk's. I don't know if it hit off his shoulder, off his backside, off the back of his leg, but into the net. And it is now 3-2 in sudden life to the Jaguars, who have been quiet. Down to 3.5 left. I think Franklin Regional, they just want to weather the storm here the rest of this period. Nice give and go, right wing side. Haynes goes behind the net for Franklin Regional. Comes to the left point, shot through traffic, deflected by Virig, but went wide. Jaguars trying to clear out. No, you got to be careful here. Franklin Regional, they got the big guns on the ice. But a pass stolen by Thomas Jefferson. Hintermeyer tried to headman it up to Kett. Kett with a big check. One of the Panthers goes down. Puck is loose. Now it's tied up along the boards in the Franklin Regional zone. Kett kicking it. He just can't get a stick free, so he was doing a little hacky sack there along the boards. But the Panthers get it. And look out, here comes Virig down the right wing side. Has some room. Comes to the face-off circle and fires one, trying to go 5-hole. Contos says, I'll have none of that. Makes the save. 2:29 left, second period. (3-2) Franklin Regional. Thomas Jefferson. 2 wins from posting their first Penguin Cup championship in 17 years. They won 3 in a row, 1998, 99, 2000. Floater! It goes in! A floater from the high slot by Thomas Jefferson. Soltesz just completely whiffed. I'm not sure if it was Harold or who shot it.
Off the heel of the glove.
Yeah. It's like a ground ball through the wickets of an infielder, but that was up high. I'm not sure, maybe a knuckleball. Soltesz just casually reached out and it hit off his glove and went in.
The Thomas Jefferson goal scored by number 61, Daniel Harrell. With assist to number 11, Joe Oliver. And number 14, Brendan Krause.
Brendan Krause, Joey Oliver get the helpers, and Daniel Harrell the goal, but it was almost like a dump in, but it was closer. It wasn't, like outside the blue line. It was very high slot. Nobody in front of Soltesz, so it's not that there was a screen that he maybe lost sight of it. But just an innocent-looking shot that Soltesz couldn't come up with. And Franklin Regional calling timeout. My, how this has changed, hasn't it?
Really, ever since that timeout by Thomas Jefferson after the third goal for Franklin. Get the early power play goal, and then seemingly, well, that one, a very, very innocent shot, probably from the 8-4 Lumber logo here on the ice, left side, and then the one before that from behind the net. They put the ball puck on net. Good things will happen.
Well, we'll see how the Panthers respond. Remember, there hasn't been a whole lot that's gone against them this year. A dominating regular season, a lot of one-sided victories, and they cruised to a shutout win in round one. For them, it was a quarterfinal game. Morrow pokes it ahead into the Thomas Jefferson zone. Look out here. Shot on goal. Oh, it hit the post. Morrow had the whole net. His goaltender Contos was down, but he hit the post. My goodness. Great effort there was Nick Coretta setting up Contos. Now they cannot clear. Vyrick has it to the left point. Little tic-tac-toe pass and Morrow can't finish. Now he is hit from behind and a penalty coming up. Another great setup by Coretta. Morrow was unable to finish as he just poked it wide again with a lot of net to shoot at. But the Panthers are going to go in a power play, and a good answer after the Franklin Regional timeout, as that line came so close to making this a 4-3 Panther lead.
Now a big-time opportunity on the power play. Krause coming to the box after helping out on that third goal for Thomas Jefferson. Big-time power play opportunity for Franklin here.
Minute 43 left in the period, so this will carry over if the Panthers do not score here. Franklin Regional 0 for 1 on the power play here. Comes to the center point. Now they work it to Coretta along the near boards. Through traffic shot, save is made. Again, loose puck unable to tee up firing. Some bounces going the way of Thomas Jefferson right now. Another shot from the far side, this time by Cameron Huffman, goes wide, and TJ clears. Firing down the left wing side for Franklin Regional. Goes behind the net, still with the puck. Hits the brakes along the goal line. Now goes to Coretta, back to Vyrick, working on the near side. Center point. Not cranking it up is Rafferty, goes to the left side. Unable to clear. Thomas Jefferson shot from the center point. Never got to the net. Puck loose in front. TJ trying to clear. One chance, no. Second chance, no. Kept in. Rafferty, good job at center point for Franklin Regional. Skates to the right wing side. Comes in now, taking over his point position is Coretta. Grieco skates in, throws it in front, knocked down. Puck loose, still loose. Finally covered up by Contos. 19 to go in the period, 37 on the man advantage. Well, you start to wonder. You get a freaky goal, freaky goals like TJ did on their second and third goal to tie it up, and then three chances here in the last couple minutes by Franklin Regional, but the puck just not bouncing their way, literally. Still time, though, for the Panthers here. Puck in front. TJ is going to be able to clear, and that'll do it for the second period. After the backhand attempt by Cam Huffman was knocked down. Looked like Franklin Regional was on cruise control in this one, grabbing a 3-0 lead. But Thomas Jefferson scores 3 times. And they have tied this one up through 2. Headed to the third period. It's the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars 3, the Franklin Regional Panthers 3. It's the PIHL Penguins Cup Playoffs the semifinals here on the MSA Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
Own your piece of hockey history with a Penguins game-used jersey. Visit J&J Distributing at www.jjdistributing.biz and check out one of their largest selections of Penguins game-worn jerseys from your favorite Pens, past and present. Or call 724-752-1556. J&J Distributing buys, sells, and trades some of hockey's most prized possessions, including the Penguins game-worn jerseys, Penguins practice jerseys, minor league jerseys, and new and game-used equipment. Browse their inventory today at www.jjdistributing.biz.
This is Josh Roundtree from the PIHL Power Play Show at MSASports.net. Along with Kevin Zilmansky, we plan to bring you the best high school hockey talk in Western PA this season. We'll cover every classification, AAA, AA, Single A, and D2.
All right, D2, Gordon Bombay, Charlie Conway, the Bash Brothers,
Kevin,
Wolf the Dennis Stenson, the Flying V?
No, Kevin, it's Division 2.
It's Knuckle Puck time?
All right, it's Knuckle Puck time. It's the PIHL Power Play Show sponsored by Chatham University every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at MSASports.net.
Along with Kyle Dawson, I'm Don Rebel, Chris Lochner, our videographer, for both games here tonight and both scheduled games tomorrow. But again, the weather forecast may have something to say about that. I was talking to the commissioner of the PIHL, and he mentioned that right now they are still scheduled. I know the PIAA.
Yeah, they've already
postponed not only Tuesday's games but Wednesday's games, and part of that has to do with the fact that the central to eastern part of the state's supposed to get hammered by the snowstorm that begins overnight, and but he said that they will make the decision tomorrow based on what they actually get. He also mentioned one of those games is Quaker Valley Latrobe. It's 2A tomorrow, the 2A semifinals here at RMU. He said that he's already received a memo that Quaker Valley has a rule, no school, no activities, and that would include these Penguin Cup playoffs. So they might not have a choice in at least one game. So, again, stay tuned to MSASports.net. Once we know what's going on, we'll either confirm the games are on or we'll let you know when the games have been postponed to. There's actually 4 games tomorrow. The 2A games semifinals are here at RMU.
I think Division 2's at Alpha Ice tomorrow.
Yes, 7 and 9. Those will be audio only. We'll have coverage of those two. Meadville against Our Lady of the Sacred Heart at 7 o'clock. Central Valley against Carrick at 9 o'clock. here. I mentioned Latrobe against Quaker Valley. What's the other, do you know offhand?
I can look it up.
The other 2A matchup.
It would be Plum and Hempfield.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
That's the latter game, I believe. Those 2A games, assuming, again, that they are played, will be audio and video streamed. And then Wednesday, the 3A semifinal games. They are later starts, 6:45 and 9 o'clock. North Allegheny Peters Township is the second game. Pittsburgh Central Catholic, Seneca Valley, the first game. These playoff games, the PIHL's got to be thrilled with the competitive nature. I have been fortunate. Every game I have seen has been close, has been very competitive. Just looking at the single A games themselves, we had two thrillers in the quarterfinals. Indiana cruised past Sewickley Academy 6-2. Franklin Regional shut out Westmont Hilltop 6-0. TJ triple overtime over South Fayette 5-4. Montour holds on to beat Baldwin, upset Baldwin 3-2. First round, Westmont Hilltop was down 5-1 into the third period, 4 to tie, 1 to win in overtime. Incredible game. Montour, another 3-2 victory, this one over Kiski area. And Sewickley Academy, the upset of the tournament, beat Bishop McCourt. So not only here in 1A, 2A, 3A, the playoffs have been fantastic. So hopefully setting the stage for this week, the semifinals, and then the championships, the Penguin Cup Finals at the Mario Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry next Tuesday and Wednesday. 1A, 5:30 Tuesday, 2A, 8 o'clock Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Division II at 5:30, AAA at 8 o'clock. Those will all be video streamed as well, MSAsports.net. All right, let's take a look at the scoring recap through two periods. It's the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring recap. Mount Lebanon Ice Arena, the place to be for teens in the South Hills.
Well, let's start with the first period. The only goal in that period for Franklin Regional scored 53 seconds in. Nick Coretta would get his first tally of the night on the point scoreboard for him. Aldrich Virag would be the primary assist on that, no secondary assist. So Coretta from Virag to put Franklin up 1-0. 53 seconds in. The shots in the first period were 13-5 in favor of Franklin Regional. Going to the second period, Franklin got on board for goals 2 and 3 as Aldrich Virag would score both of those goals, one at the 11-minute mark remaining in the period, one at the 7:42 mark. The first goal was assisted by Coretta and Joe Greco to put Franklin up 2-0. Then Morrow and Coretta the assists on the second Virag goal that gave Franklin a 3-0 lead. Thomas Jefferson would answer with 3 goals from there and 3 unanswered so far. 6:11 mark, Hayden Hintemeyer would score on the power play from Dominic Tamburi. And then the 2 odd goals for Thomas Jefferson, Mason McGurk from Rimsky at the 4:28 mark, and Daniel Harold from Joe Oliver and Brendan Krause to tie things up at the 2:15 mark. That's an incredibly innocent-looking shot in the first place.
And why, for those just joining us, Kyle, why would those have been 2 odd goals?
Well, because the first of the 2 was from behind the net, kind of played off the back of one of the Thomas Jefferson players and then off the goaltender into the back of the net. And then the second one, don't see it now, but during the third period of play, you'll see an 84 Lumber logo high slot towards the blue line. And an innocent-looking wrist shot in, fanned on by the glove of the goaltender, Soltez for Franklin Regional. Kind of got it off the end of it, if you will, and instead of snow coning it as you would in baseball, it goes into the back of the net.
I guess keeping with that baseball analogy, or even football, maybe a screen that the receiver takes his eye off of and it goes in and out of his hands, or like a soft line drive to an infielder that, you know, everybody in the stadium is thinking is a sure out. And on that play, I'm sure that, you know, Dan Soltez, he makes that save in his sleep. but sometimes you wish you were sleeping and that you could wake up from a bad dream. That's one that he will. 1,000 shots like that, 999 times he makes the save without little problem. That one, though, you said you thought it hit off the heel of his glove?
I don't know if it hit the heel or if it hit the top of it, but it hit somewhere on the glove because it changed direction going in. But not that tough of a save to make, just didn't make it that time, like you said. But Kontos has been impressive, too. And his faced 30 shots, only giving up 3 goals, so 27 saves to his night. And on the other end, Soltez has faced 14 shots and given up 3 goals. And those 2 odd angle don't help, or the odd goals don't help, but still 12 saves. He's faced a couple of good chances, but really Thomas Jefferson offensively hasn't been able to get anything going into the zone, and because of it, they haven't had a ton of open scoring lanes to shoot from, but the 1 power play goal was really what they've kind of the one play they had that was a really good play offensively tonight.
What about the mindset of these teams going into the third period, Kyle? Thomas Jefferson, obviously, they got to be on cloud 9. This is a totally different hockey game. Franklin Regional, I like the way after the timeout from the third goal, and both teams have used their 1 timeout. After Brian Kurtz called timeout, they really responded. Even before the man advantage, had 2 golden opportunities. One hit the pipe in front of, or to the left of Kontos. And then during the power play, which will carry over 17 seconds into third period, another golden opportunity in which a bouncing puck just bounced away. I think it was, it was a pass during the power play to Morrow, and he just pushed it wide of the cage, and he had pretty much an open net to shoot at. So I like the way that that Franklin Regional responded, and I would expect them to be all out here in the third.
Yeah, this is a really well-coached team, number one, and something they haven't had a lot of is adversity this season.
Yeah.
So see how they respond in the third with the 17 seconds of power play time. If you can get a quick face-off win and get it up into the zone, see what happens.
They have 15 seconds of power play time to begin. So let's see if they can set up shop.
Delayed off.
Yeah, delay offside is going to kill this power play. Thomas Jefferson sends it the length of the ice, but no icing as Krause comes out of the box. So the Panthers 0 for 2 with the man advantage. And here we go. Coretta dumps it for Virag. He tried to push it back to Coretta. It's cleared by Thomas Jefferson. And an icing call against the Jaguars.
A good stick check by Tamburi there on the half board toward the blue line that caused the turnover, and then just not an ill-advised dump, but something to get it out of there, and ends up an icing.
Face off to the right of Kontos in the Thomas Jefferson net. His mom came up and asked how many shots he's faced when we told him. She's like, he's playing fantastic, like a mother would say.
He's made 27 saves, so he's doing something right.
He could have made 2 saves, and the mom would have said he was playing fantastic, as it should be. Harold dumps it in deep in the Franklin Regional zone. Panthers look to quickly get it out. And a pass behind the back of Ken Kakenak, but it comes back to the neutral zone. And pass just missed Gavin Fusting for Franklin Regional as he came into the zone. Oliver tries to clear out for Thomas Jefferson. Another delay offside against Franklin Regional. That's too early on, allowing TJ to easily clear out. McGurk, who has the second goal, dumped it in deep, now goes in the chase, had the puck for a moment, and is knocked down and turns it over. Rafferty, who's played a strong game. Down the slot comes Vyrig. He never could get a shot off as he was tied up effectively by Bilski. Thrown in front, high slot, shot through traffic. Good save by Kontos, robbing Nick Coretta, who had a good opportunity there coming from the right point to the high slot. Coretta again into the TJ zone. Dump pass to Yowie. Yowie tried to get it back to Coretta again on a give and go, but it's broken up and TJ clears out. Panthers have a man trapped in the zone, so again, another easy clear for Thomas Jefferson. Back in the Panthers zone. 2 minutes plus into this third period. We're tied at 3. Winner next Tuesday plays for the Penguin Cup Championship. Loser calls it a season. Kett dumps it in deep for Thomas Jefferson. They go on the chase, but it's going to be Grieco, the first to touch for Franklin Regional. Leaves it for Coretta. This line is going to see a lot of ice time, you get the feeling. Coretta, Vierig for Franklin Regional, along with Sleva. Sleva with a big check, flattens a Jaguar. TJ clears out. Kett guilty of icing, another face-off in the Jaguar zone, and that's what I'm saying. Now that the power play's over, things have settled down since that period change. You get that little break, and it seems that Franklin Regional is coming in droves. And the TJs maybe a tad back on their heels. Harold in his own zone for TJ. Good pass to Oliver, streaking through the neutral zone. 2-1-2 with Krieger, but he flat out missed the puck on the shot, and then Franklin Regional comes back the other way. Shot by Morrow, hit a stick, goes wide. Now it's thrown to the side of the net. Look out. Backhanded just wide by Franklin Regional's Sleva. Again, puck back at the neutral zone. A little self-pass off the boards by Morrow. Then he turns it over. Huffman into the zone. Puck comes to Morrow. Morrow can't clear 3 Jaguars who surrounded him quickly. And they're able to dump it down into the Franklin Regional zone. Now the Panthers again play it in. Sleva on the chase. Can't get to it. Is it kept in? Yes. No. Thought Rafferty may have been able to keep it in, but the official says, uh-uh. .13:05 left third period, tied at 3.
Not a shot in the period for TJ either. You kind of mentioned Franklin coming in droves, just 3 shots on goal so far in the period, but
Vierig, big blast. Boy, he almost got that one by Contos, who closed those pads and makes the save. Aldridge Vierig, you give him room, and he can whistle it.
Yeah, not a lot of traffic there either in front of Contos. Kind of an easy save for him right into the breadbasket.
Vierig wearing the number of Jaromir Jagr, number 68. He's got that jersey tucked in like Yags used to. Boy, he got a pass there from Morrow and whistles one just high of the crossbar from the slot area. Now center point, Yowie for Franklin Regional. Nothing there, dumps it behind the net. Vierig dummies it for Morrow. Morrow tried to go in front to Coretta, broken up. Morrow leaves it for Vierig, far corner. He's going to come out in front, try to stuff it home. Save is made, comes to the high slot. Look out, Morrow, shot blocked. Now it comes to the left point. It's all Franklin Regional now. Yowie shot blocked. Morrow whistles it through the goal mouth. Vierig behind the net. Tried to go to Morrow, broken up for a moment by Thomas Jefferson. Jaguars can't clear. Vierig knocked down. Tried to pass it to one of his teammates from his backside, could not. TJ clears. And it's an icing call against the Jags. Again, no sustained pressure at all by Thomas Jefferson. Everything coming to our left. .12:07 left in regulation.
Yeah, they needed a clear bad. Guys were gassed on the defensive end for Thomas Jefferson. They come off now after the clear.
High clear by Thomas Jefferson into the zone. Look out, Harold gets around the man. Harold shot and get a piece of it. I think Soltez on the short side with his glove. Good work there by Harold to poke it away from one of the Franklin Regional defensemen. They go on the chase and get a good shot off. Now back the other way. It's Justin Carter for Franklin Regional. Behind the net. And Harold able to clear out for Thomas Jefferson. Harold, 2-on-2. He lets one fly from the blue line, hit his stick and went wide. Krause, can he keep it in? Does from the right point. Gets it to Harold. Harold fakes a shot, now tries to go upstairs, and he shot it over everybody. He had Soltesz down, and he tried to shelf it. Now a turnover, look out, with some speed comes Huffman through the zone. Huffman down the left wing side, throws it in front, but unable to redirect was Carter. Now play opens up. Krieger for Thomas Jefferson. He fires one from inside the blue line into the breadbasket of Dan Soltesz, who holds on. So some good crisp passing and some turnover action leading to opportunities for both teams.
Yeah, finally a good couple of chances there for TJ, but that one into the breadbasket. The one before that, as you said, shooter able to get the goalie down, but misses wide over top of the crossbar.
Face off to the right of Soltesz. 10:51 left in regulation. Tied at 3. Montour, Indiana, the second 1A semifinal game following this one on MSA Sports. Coretta waved out. Vierig takes the face-off for Franklin Regional. Panthers win the face-off. Rafferty gets it to Coretta. Banks it up, Vierig. Down the right wing side. Good dump pass coming late was Jason Haynes, but he's unable to tee it up. And now here come the Jaguars. Rimsky gains center red, dumps it in deep behind the Franklin Regional net. Soltesz has to stick it aside so it didn't come out in front. Now thrown in front by one of the Jaguars. Nobody home. Vierig pass behind Coretta. Coretta has it though. Down the right wing side, avoids a check. Throws it wide of the cage for the Panthers. Along the near boards, McGurk, he got the second TJ goal. To Rimsky, who throws it in deep and chases off a line change as we near 10 minutes left in regulation. Well, this top line, Vierig seems like he's been out there the whole third period, doesn't it? He has the puck in the slot, backhanded to the net. Another backhand as it came to the stick of Sleva, but he backhanded it wide. Vierig's backhander toward the net. Sleva picked it off and then threw a backhander himself as Vierig is blasted behind the net by one of the Jaguars as TJ clears the puck. Tambury then turns it over. Right wing side, look out, shot just whistled wide by Jamie Morrow. Panthers try to keep it in, but a delay offside allows Krause to get the puck. He misfires on a pass to Kett. Again, it's Morrow's shot wide. So he went one-on-one with Krause. Harold turns and shoots it past everybody down into the Franklin Regional zone. Great speed by the Jaguars. Matt Krieger beats everybody to the puck. Oliver tried to go back to Krieger, could not. Franklin Regional clears out. Under 9 minutes left. Here comes Morrow again. Pass hit his skate, came to Fusting, but his shot went wide.
He couldn't ever get that puck to settle coming through the slot.
One of the Jaguars with a broken stick, that's Casey Bilski, has to drop his stick, so he's playing without a stick. Puck in the corner, Chonko falls down, slowly comes to the left point, trying to push it ahead was Ethan Yohe. Instead, Krieger knocks it away, and Krieger gets the puck. Look out, he's in on goal. Krieger back at he scores! What an individual effort by Matt Krieger, pushing the puck out of his zone, getting around one man with speed, coming in on the backhander, beating Soltesz, and Thomas Jefferson takes the lead.
They couldn't quite get the right pad out on the backhand. A good deep go into the backhand from the right side and just sneaks it in behind. With speed too. Krieger, the last time down the ice, used that speed to get down and beat the man off the puck. And then that time using it to get himself a goal and a go-ahead goal at that for TJ.
4 unanswered for the Jaguars as they now lead 4-3. First lead of the game. Here comes the big guns for Franklin Regional back. Vierig avoids a check in the far corner, trying to dance with the puck. Now it comes to Coretta. He turns it over. Rimsky has it. Rimsky plays it ahead once he gains center red. First to touch, Ethan Yohe for Franklin Regional. This would be a stunner if it holds up. Lots of time left, and you know the Panthers are going to be coming. Guns a-blazing, firing with a big blast and a good left pad save by Contos, and TJ clears out. And we're going to see, I think, a lot of this, an icing call against the Jaguars. Vierig crossed the blue line, and the big blast. Contos with the left pad save. Face off to his right. .7:28 remaining. Face-off, puck goes behind the Jaguars' net. Vierig on the chase. Tried to hit the brakes, taken over by Thomas Jefferson. Losing the puck, Tambury. Now Hittenmeyer loses it. Behind the net, Hittenmeyer gets it back. Hittenmeyer with some speed out of his zone, through the neutral zone, down the right wing side, lost the puck. Kept in by Krieger. Nice job, but can't do anything with it. Franklin Regional clears out. Jaguars have it. Turnover. Look out. It's Vierig again. He delivers a big hit, but it's going to be Kibe with the puck for Thomas Jefferson. Can he clear? No, he cannot. Kept in nicely at the left point by Grieco. Grieco again. Gets it. Man in front. Shot. Save is made. Big save. Robbing Cam Huffman from the right face-off circle by Mitch Contos.
That was a sweet no-look pass, too, on the backhand over to that side. Good reaction by the goaltender, Contos, getting himself over to the left side of the crease and making the save.
6:31 left in regulation. 4-3 Thomas Jefferson. Face off to the left of the TJ netminder. Jaguars cannot clear out. Kept in by Ethan Yohe. Back behind the Jaguar net. With it is Krause. Has room. Skates it out. Tried to hit Oliver, who pushes it ahead. Oliver on the chase. Has it behind the Franklin Regional net. Now he goes to Harold. Harold throws it in front. Past a pair of Jaguars and all the way back to the neutral zone. Krause has it for TJ. He gets it up to Harold. Harold, 2-on-1 if he hurries. Shot, hit a skate and goes sailing high and wide. Jaguars have it again. It's Krieger. Krieger dancing around with the puck. Goes behind the net. Krieger, they're all waving at him, and he's just skating around with the puck like it's glued to his stick. Goes to Krause, right point. His shot knocked down, never got to the net. Sleva for Franklin Regional. Excuse me, that's Rafferty. His shot was off the body of Brendan Krause and just dribbled toward the net where Contos covers up and makes the save with 5:42 left in regulation. 4 unanswered for Thomas Jefferson. They were down 3-0 midway through period number 2. Face-off won by Franklin Regional. Morrow whistles one wide. Far side, Huffman throws it to the cage. Hit a body and goes wide. Another shot from the left point, never got to the net. Bouncing puck, Franklin Regional keeps possession. Look out, thrown. Vierig trying to load it up, he cannot. It's loose around the net to the slot area, poked away by TJ.
Probably should have gone up to the point. Point man wide open, Grieco down there.
Puck comes up to Morrow, pushes it ahead. On the chase is Coretta. Along the far boards, thrown back around the boards, Franklin Regional. With it, Morrow, he misfires on a pass to Huffman. Huffman throws it in front, but can't connect with Coretta. And again, TJ able to clear out. Rimsky throws it behind the Franklin Regional net. Jaguars, 2 of them almost collided. Now thrown in front, nobody there. Coming late on the play and unable to get it is Krieger. Here comes Franklin Regional back 2-on-2. With it is Morrow, fires and he missed the net. Comes all the way around, kept in, good hustle by Coretta for Franklin Regional. He gets it to Vierig. Center point. struggling to get his balance was Rafferty. Did get a good shot off through traffic, loved by Contos. And he holds on with 4:27 left in regulation.
Flashing the leather there. Probably shot would have went wide there, but easy save and keep it for a face-off.
Face-off to the left of Contos. Shot by Kakenak, hit his skate and went wide. One last breather for the big guns for Franklin Regional. Once they come back on, they're probably on for good. Remember, both teams have used their timeouts. All the way back into the Franklin Regional zone. Rafferty pressured, still with the puck though. Now almost turns it over to Krieger, but somehow got the pass through to Kakenak. Kakenak, price slot, just missed the upper right hand or left hand corner. Past the right shoulder of Contos. Now another opportunity. Kakenak save is made. Puck is loose in front. The goalie Contos was taken out of position. Now it comes to the left point. All Franklin Regional shot knocked down. They can't clear. Yohe has it. Right point. Shot by Rafferty. Save is made by Contos. And finally TJ clears out. It'll be an icing with 3:18 left. Franklin Regional keeps it coming. Contos and company keep standing tall. Trying to pull off the upset. Face off to the right of Contos. In the slot, they score! I think it was Coretta off the face-off win, just sort of chipped it past a stunned Mitch Contos, and the Panthers tie the game.
Got through the 5-hole. Contos got a piece of it, but dribbled back through the legs and into the back of the net. Awesome face-off win for Franklin, and no one there to defend that middle of the slot shot.
Coretta's second. Big one, ties the game at 4. And that's huge because TJ's been back on their heels. Now they got to start thinking offense again. Oh, it's going to be Vyrick. My apologies. I thought it was Coretta.
Well, I think Coretta won the face-off, and then
Vyrick with the hat trick. Vyrick has it again in front, tries to stuff it home, and I think Contos got a piece of it. High slot shot, blocked down, never got to the net by Huffman. It is all Franklin Regional right now as they have tied the game, and now they're looking to take the lead late. Here comes Hintermeyer for Thomas Jefferson. Drop pass, good one. And a quick shot by Kevin Kett into the midsection of Dan Soltez, and he holds on with 2:29 left in regulation. Now tied 4-4. So Vyrick, the big face-off win by Coretta to Vyrick, who was in the slot. There were 2 Jaguars on him, so it's not like they were caught off guard. And Vyrick just a good, quick chip shot toward the goal that, as Kyle mentioned, beat Contos between the pads. And we're tied as we near 2 minutes left in regulation. Back in their own zone, Franklin Regional, long pass wide of Sleva. We'll take a couple-minute break if we go to overtime. They do not re-ice the surface. Shot by Sleva from the high slot, stopped by Contos. I mean, this entire period has really been played down to our left. Even the goal by Krieger, Kyle, was just a breakout out of his own zone. Went coast to coast. Wasn't sustained play by TJ in the Franklin zone.
Real quick for Krieger down there. Get off the face-off.
Yeah, Coretta almost scored off the face-off. Pushed that face-off right to the cage. Contos alertly makes a save, another face-off.
Tell you what, how awesome have Coretta and Virag been. Obviously, Virag's got the hat trick, but Coretta's assisted on every one of those goals and has the goal himself 57 seconds in, or 53 seconds in.
Puck tied up, look out. Right to the net came Coretta, but it was poke checked off his stick at the last moment. Harold for Thomas Jefferson. Well, he had Krieger behind him but couldn't get it to him. Now he turns and dumps it in behind the Franklin Regional net with 1:35 left in regulation. Franklin Regional dumps it in deep, and it's not an icing. Virag's going to be the first one to get there for Franklin Regional. He hits the brakes, tries to push it over to Morrow behind the net. Now throws it in front. They score! Nick Coretta, top shelf over Contos with 80 seconds left, and Franklin Regional back on top.
That line. And without the top scorer on his team, too, Jamie Morrow's got 60 points in the regular season, 34 of those goals, and he has just the one assist tonight. Hasn't scored a goal. It's all been Coretta and Virag. But, boy, has that line been dominant.
3 for Virag, 2 for Coretta. And it's 5-4 Franklin Regional. Now TJ's got to think about pulling Contos for the extra attacker. But they can't get it into the zone. Rafferty, a long shot on goal. Save is made by Contos. We'll keep our eye on him as Tambury comes into the zone. His shot on goal, covered up by Soltez, so that does give the opportunity for Bill Krause, the head coach, to pull Contos.
He was coming off towards the end of that play there. He's on the bench for the face-off, unless they send him back out.
No, I mean, you got the puck down there now. It's all or nothing. 57 seconds left. Face off to the left of Soltez. Krause keeps it in right point. Had a poke checked away. Harold turns and fires. Hit a body, knocked down and cleared by Franklin Regional. Harold able to clear it as that puck was rolling toward the cage. I don't know that it would have had enough steam. TJ misfires on the outlet pass, though. 35 seconds left. Time running out on the Jaguars' upset bid. Here comes Krieger. Down the left wing side with speed. Krieger threw it off a skate. Sitting there, picked up by Oliver. Oliver along the far boards. He's looking for help. Throws it back behind the cage. Tambury there. Tambury digs it free. Comes to the far side. There Krieger has it. Krieger to Harold. Right point. Shot blocked. Now it comes free. Look out. All alone. Hit the goalpost on the shot by Morrow. Morrow has time to dig it out and throws it into the empty cage. .1 seconds left. Franklin Regional is going to avoid a stunner. Up 3-0. Thomas Jefferson 4 in a row, but give the Panthers their due. 3 unanswered late here in the third, and they have a 6-4 lead. They'll drop the puck, and that'll do it. For the second straight year, the Franklin Regional Panthers are on their way to the PIHL Penguin Cup championship game. They won it a year ago. They'll try for 2 in a row next Tuesday as they survive and win 6-4 over the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Postgame show is coming up. Franklin Regional Panthers 6, the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars 4. It's the PIHL Penguin Cup semifinals here on the MSA Sports Network.
What you want is to stay warm this winter by logging on to www.msasports.net each and every day. We have all the schedules, the scores, the rankings, and the standings of the high school winter sports, plus weekly shows like Inside the WPIL Wrestling Circle, the PIHL Power Play Show, and the WPIAL Roundball Report, along with live and archive broadcasts of whatever your favorite high school sport is. Anytime, anywhere, always there, every day this winter. It's the MSA Sports Network. Network.
High school wrestling is in full swing for yet another season, and Inside of the PIHL Wrestling Circle is here to cover it every step of the way. But to bulk up our coverage, we had to bring in some help.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color for the town?
No, not that help. Instead, we turn to the Pennsylvania Wrestling Man of the Year.
I'm Jeff Upson of PA Power Wrestling. Each week we will break down the matches, the tournaments, and more to give you the most in-depth analysis of wrestling like you've never seen before.
Listen in to Inside the WPIHL Wrestling Circle every Monday night at 7, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after-school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
Chatham University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is located on a stunning campus in the middle of a city of 70,000 college students. We offer challenging academics with over 40 majors, superb career preparation, and over 60 clubs and organizations. From the Literary Magazine and Drama Club to the League of Student Voters and pre-professional organizations. We also offer 16 Division III men's and women's sports, including men's ice hockey, starting in fall of 2017. For more information, visit chatham.edu/explore.
Welcome to the postgame show back at the RMU Sports Complex on Neville Island. Don Rebel, Kyle Dawson. A thriller to get us going here. First of 8 semifinal games over the next 3 days. Again, Mother Nature permitting. And this was a thriller. Franklin Regional looked like they were going to coast back to the Penguin Cup championship game as they jumped out to a 3-0 lead midway through the second. 4 unanswered goals, 3 in the second to tie it, 1 in the third. Matt Krieger on a breakaway early in the third put TJ up 4-3. Franklin Regional, though, answered. They sustained pressure all the way to about the 3.5 minute mark when Franklin Regional was able to tie it. Off a face-off, they took the lead, and then an empty net goal gives them the hard-fought 6-4 victory over the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Kyle, say hi to the fans out there, Kyle.
Hello. I didn't know we were looking there.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
Well, no, I should have alerted you. Yeah. Everyone got a chance to see
got an
you
on-camera
working diligently. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it was a tale of 2 or 3 games because even when Thomas Jefferson was coming back, Franklin Regional still was dominating play. You could say 2 of the 3 goals in the second period, hate to use the word fluke, but they were strange.
The first one was. Yeah.
They were strange. The second one banked off the goal. And that's actually, you could say that's a skill play, a great skill play by Mason McGurk to have the wherewithal to even try that and then to execute it from behind the net, banking it off goaltender Dan Soltez into the cage. That made it 3-2, and then the floater by Hintemeyer that somehow, some way deflected off the glove. Should have been an easy save for Soltez into the net that tied the game. Can't fault Soltez on Krieger's goal that put them ahead 4-3. But all during that time, Franklin Regional still, especially when that top line was on the ice, tremendous sustained pressure.
Yeah, 45-17, the shots on goal in final, and that's to Franklin, a 15-3 third period, and that was a period that, Thomas Jefferson had come in at that point, tied at 3, and then got that early goal, and well, it wasn't early, it was about halfway through the third period, but then they play the rest of that kind of prevent, if you will, to use a football analogy, and it didn't end up working out. The couple of goals, Virag scoring his hat trick goal, and then Coretta and Morrow on the empty net But the sustained pressure ended up working, and that line is filthy for Franklin Regional. Morrow, Coretta, and Virag have been the 3 top guys all year for the Panthers, and nothing changes here.
We'll get to the 3 stars coming up, but one person who probably deserves it that is not going to be mentioned is Mitch Contos, the goaltender for Thomas Jefferson, was fantastic. I mean, we're not even talking about a competitive game if he's not making great save after great save. A lot of those 45, did you say 45 shots?
Yeah, 45 shots to 39
a lot of them,
saves.
You can get a lot of shots on goal and not have them be great scoring opportunities. Those were, and he was fabulous. Doesn't get one of our 3 stars, but he deserves a tip of the cap.
Yeah, we'll give him an honorable mention.
Yeah,
star there.
Before we get to the 3 stars, let's get to the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring summary. Mount Lebanon Ice, place to be for teens when they're not renovating in the South Hills on a Friday night.
Well, first period, we got things started pretty early, 53 seconds in. Nick Coretta would score the first for Franklin. He'd be assisted there by Aldrich Virag, and those 2 are going to be 2 names you hear a lot during this scoring summary. Franklin would go up 1-0. We played the rest of the first period with no scoring. The shots in the first period were Franklin 13, TJ 5. In the second period, Franklin got the first 2 goals of the period. 11-minute mark remaining in the second period. Aldrich Virag, his first from Nick Coretta and Joseph Greco to make the score Franklin 2, TJ 0. And then Franklin would add another one at the 7:42 mark remaining in the second period. Aldrich Virag, his second from Jamie Morrow, his first helper. Nick Coretta's second helper on the day. 3-0 Franklin. TJ would score the next 4 goals at the 6:17 mark of the second period. Hayden Hintemeyer from Dominic Tamburi early in that power play for Thomas Jefferson made it 3-1. TJ would score a couple minutes later. Mason McGurk from behind the net, assisted by Johnny Rimsky. That would make the score 3-2. And then at the 2:15 mark remaining, Daniel Harold on that really fluky goal, if you will, from the 84 Lumber logo. Daniel Harold scores from Oliver and Krause to make it 3-3. Play the final 2 minutes of the second period scoreless before Thomas Jefferson got a goal at the 8:14 mark of the third period. Matthew Krieger on a brilliant individual effort down on a breakaway on the right side of the ice with the backhand made it 4-3 Thomas Jefferson. Before we get to the other goals, the shots in the second period, Franklin 17, Thomas Jefferson 9, 30-14 total after 2 periods for Franklin Regional. In the third period, after that Krieger goal, Franklin scores the game-tying goal, the game's winning goal, and then the insurance goal. Aldrich Virag, his hat-trick goal at the 3:15 mark, assisted by Nick Coretta. His third assist made it 4-4. At the 1:20 mark, Nick Coretta would give Franklin the lead with his second goal. Aldrich Virag, his second assist there, and Jamie Morrow, his second assist on the day there to make it 5-4 Franklin Regional. And then Franklin, the empty netter with 1.1 seconds left, Jamie Morrow finding the open cage to give them a 6-4 final score and a win. So the shots in the third period, again, Franklin 15, Thomas Jefferson 3. Franklin 45 overall, Thomas Jefferson was 17. That is the scoring summary brought to you by Mount Lebanon Ice Arena. For Franklin to move on to the PIHL Class A Finals coming up in Game 1 of 2 here from the Robert Morris Island Sports Complex. Franklin the winner, 6-4.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
All right. 3 stars. Did you do that, or did I miss it?
We have them. I did not do them.
Chatham University, great sponsor of ours during this high school hockey season. They're sponsoring the Power Play Show, which, by the way, this week is Thursday night, not Wednesday night, obviously.
So it's Knuckle Puck time on Thursday
Knuckle Puck time on Thursday. Hopefully they'll be able to recap most, if not all, the semifinals, again, depending on the weather. But 3 stars, Mr. Dawson.
Well, let's start with the third star. It's Matthew Krieger from Thomas Jefferson. Initially had the game's, the go-ahead goal to make it 4-3 for Thomas Jefferson. An excellent play, and he was really awesome all third period long for Thomas Jefferson using the speed. He gets the third star. The second star goes to Nick Coretta for Franklin Regional. 2 goals, 3 assists. The game-winning goal included in there. And then Aldrich Virag, the first star from Franklin Regional, had the hat trick and the 2 helpers on the Coretta goals for Franklin Regional tonight. So he was sensational, and you can give a couple of honorable mention stars really to Jamie Morrow, even with the couple of helpers for for Franklin Regional, and then as we mentioned, the goaltender Contos for Thomas Jefferson with 39 saves. He just kind of takes the tough luck loss after he's onslaughted at and between the pipes for TJ.
Tough way to end it for the Jaguars, but their season does come to an end at 14-7. Franklin Regional improves to 19-1, headed to the finals against either Montour or Indiana next Tuesday at the UPMC Lemieux Ice Complex in Cranberry, and we'll have it here on the MSA Sports Network. Thanks to Chris Lackner for his work on video. Thanks to Kyle Dawson for helping me on the broadcast. I'm Don Rebel. We hope you enjoyed it. Final score again, the Franklin Regional Panthers 6 and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars 4.
You have been listening to coverage of the 2017 PIHL Penguins Cup High School Hockey Playoffs at MSASports.net, sponsored in part by Chatham University, by the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena, by J&J Distributing, by ProGrass, by First Commonwealth Bank, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, and by Management Science Associates. You can follow the high school hockey postseason every day by logging on to www.msasports.net. The preceding has been a special presentation of the MSA Sports Network.